Hey, my name is Tamra Oviatt, and I am shooting this video to talk about sacred activations and what is it, why would you be interested in it, and what can it do for you? So I thought about this a lot, and people have asked me about this. And I've been talking to a couple friends of mine over the last few months. I was hanging out with a friend of mine, Vicky's, in Mexico, and he was saying that the elders call this energy, it's a spinning energy, and they call it the sacred energies. I went, oh, okay. And then I was talking to a friend of mine, Dr. Kathy Sankey, the other day, and she was talking about how in Zen meditation, you sit there and you've got like the hurricane going around you, and you're like in the eye of the hurricane. Well, this energy, when I'm teaching it to practitioners around the world, I talk about it like the eye of the god. It's like above the video game or above the hurricane. And what it does, it's a game changer, really. I mean, when I think about the planet and how I describe it, and how it was described to me, is it's really, truly just a game. And so I think of it like a video game. Like there's different levels to video games that you can play. If you get tired playing on one level, you can change levels and up level. And you know how in a video game you go get like your different tools and things you need? Well, this is one of those. What this does is, I do guided meditations, of course, but I also connect to this eye of God, this energy that clears out the energy and the thought forms in that hurricane that you call life, or like a video game where you're clearing out different or blowing up different things. You know what you do in a video game? That's what this energy does. And you can change levels super, super fast, or it can take a little bit of time. But the cool thing is about the sacred energies and sacred activations and deactivations, really. I mean, does this activate, up-level your vibration? Of course it does. But so many people try to up-level all of these vibrations and these connections, and then they don't work. Of course they don't. Because you have all of these programs in your video game that are keeping you stuck or sucked down into these other levels. So if you want to up level your energy, you've got to use, well, for me, I would say you have to use the deactivations that Sacred Activations offers so that you're deactivating these programs. And what happens when you listen to or receive a deactivation or an activation from a practitioner is it starts to clear out like a bubble or like a balloon. It puts a hole in the balloon for you. Now, sometimes that balloon is just going to pop and you're going to go, wow, I feel so much better. Sometimes it's going to just leak out and shift you very slowly. When I first started bringing these onto the planet, I was told to share with you that it'll take 3 weeks to integrate. Now I've noticed some of these take a couple days, some take 3 weeks, some take 3 months. But what happens is it's continually shifting you in your belief systems so that things just start getting better and better and better, and things open for you. You know, doors start to open for you, or another level of the video game that wasn't available before. You know, and this could be a couple days or it could be a couple months later that you just start noticing that you feel so much better in your life. So if you're tired of being stuck and you're tired of being in the same place and you're just over it, or you're just so full of fear, or you don't want to be here, or you're so full of anger, you know, this affects your body. You know, it affects everybody around you. You know, who wants to be around somebody that's always grumpy or always sick or always talking about that stuff? You know, there's over 300 activations / deactivations available to help you in whatever level and whatever area of life that's going on, so that you can expand your consciousness and be a better you and show up in happiness and joy. Because isn't that what it's all about? I mean, I wake up singing a lot of mornings. And just this morning, I was dancing around my living room and singing, and it's snowing outside. I'm in Glastonbury, England right now, and totally enjoying myself instead of being fearful of, oh God, how do I pay the bills? Oh God, what about this? What about them? Oh, she said this to me. You know, everybody's a magic mirror for you. So they're mirroring things to you that you're feeling or that affect you. And if it doesn't affect you, then great. But if things are showing up in your life and you keep becoming the victim, or you're a victimizer, or you're a user, or you're being used, there's activations and deactivations to help that. So you have those healthy boundaries. So you can stand in your joy, your happiness, and you can unattach from having to save the world or having to save people, and allow them to play the level of the video game they're playing at. But anyways, sacred activations, what does it do? It's really magical because it continues to work with you. It's not something that you have to do 21 days in a row. Some of these deactivations you'll listen to once or twice, and then you'll notice, you know, a couple weeks later, or again instantly, that everything has changed, and you'll notice that people start treating you differently. They start being kinder and more loving. Maybe your work environment gets better, or your relationship with your spouse gets better, or with your children. That's what sacred activations does. And of course, there's activations to activate, you know, the fifth dimension, the sixth dimension, seventh, ninth, you know, the diamond DNA, and just so many different things to help you expand your consciousness and your awareness that you truly are pure light. So the more you do this, the more you up-level your play in the video game, and the more fun you have. Because I got to tell you, it's so much more fun to learn out of joy and happiness instead of suffering. Who wants to play that game? Not me. So if you'd like to join me, you can join in on my website and try out 3 activations for free. I do the Fruit of Life, which is, it balances out your 13 chakras. Oh, anger and resentment towards God. Because if you're holding anger and resentment, you know, it's really towards yourself, what we call it towards God, because a lot of people blame God for everything. And the other one, the third one, is the Christ consciousness activation. And in sacred geometry is known as the flower of life. And this is also the 5th dimensional grid system that is around the planet. And that Christ consciousness, that's really what we're moving into, realizing that we truly are one, and that we're all in this together. And we make up the world as you see it. Yes. You are the creator of the world around you and the world everywhere, because we're all in this together. Anyways, I love you. I hope you're having an absolutely beautiful day. Thank you so much for taking time to connect with me. And if you're interested, I have 9 levels of practitioner training. I have teacher training. We have teachers and practitioners all over the world to serve you and help you if you need that. Or on the website, you can get whatever activations for whatever area of your life you're working on. Thank you so much. Have an absolutely beautiful day. Bye.